Hello, hello, hello. Today we are talking about the Gibson Les Paul Special Double Cut Vintage Sunburst from 2015. It's one of those ones that was brought out to celebrate the birth of Les Paul. That's why it's got Les Paul 100 in his signature, and it's got his hologram on the back. Okay. Whoops, that put a dent in it. There you go, a little hologram at the back. And yeah, it's a Gibson. We're doing a Gibson. I saw this and going cheap, so I bought it. I thought we'd do a review of it because still trying to find Gibson love. So here we are. Again, it's a double cut, which is interesting. It's got P90 pickups. It's really simple. It's a really simple guitar in terms of it being a Les Paul. Though there are some features that distinguish it because it's a 2015 model. So we'll do the specs. We'll do the specs first. It is a high gloss mahogany body in vintage Sunburst, which we've already done. It's got a lovely join neck there. It's the classic Fender neck join, but you haven't got any. There's nothing sculptured there, so you know. But you've got the double cut to give you a little bit of help. So yeah, mahogany neck, a rosewood fretboard with binding, mother of pearl dots. It's got 22 frets, which are medium jumbo, nut width of 46mm, and it's got an interesting nut because it's brass and it's got a 0 fret built into it, and it's adjustable. Some people don't like it. It's technology. Scale length of 628mm. It's got 2 P90 pickups. Yeah, these are what are they called? P90 ST dog ear pickups with Alnico. It's got a master volume, master tone, and a 3-way switch. So you've got, in this case, rhythm both and lead, or neck and bridge and both. And it's got a wraparound bridge, which is it's called a lightning bridge, lightning bar wraparound bridge, which is interesting. Now again, the original ones would have had G-Force Robo tuners, but somebody along the line has replaced them with these Gibson Deluxe ones with the plastic winding pegs, which I think gives it a very nice aesthetic. I myself have replaced the knobs. The original ones were black. I replaced them with some gold ones purely because I can read them a bit better. Well, sometimes, depends how the light's shining, but the other ones Just couldn't see. That's my excuse. I just think I look a bit more classy. You know what it's like. Get some knobs, put some new knobs on it. Why not? So yeah. It comes with a gold deluxe case with all its case candy. Well, its birth certificate and a picture of when it was born on the workbench. So you get all of that. Now the 2015 models of Les Pauls, this one included, are kind of reviled because you do get this brass nut which is adjustable, and some of the features people aren't happy with, like the neck being slightly wider, and again the G-force robo tuners. But in this instance, it's not an issue because they're not here, not here at all. So nothing to worry about there. Now, I've had two other Gibsons in my possession. One was an SG, the other one was a Les Paul. That one was a 2015 as well. There's a review somewhere. I didn't enjoy that one, mainly because it smelled funny. It smells important, but this one smells good. It smells nice. It's got a nice smell to it. But what surprised me was the P90 pickups on this. They're very vibrant, they're very alive, and I like the simplicity of it, you know, because you've just got the switch and the volume and the tone. There's nothing else to it, and it's a little rock and roll machine. If you want all those, you know, crunchy noises, you've got it. If you want a guitar that can solo, you've got it. It's all there. Now, when I first got this guitar, it was in a bit of a bad way. It was all a bit out to cock. It needed a setup for my tastes. Very low. Someone had set the action really low, so it was choking out below the 14th fret. Everything was kind of choking out, and so I adjusted that. And then the intonation was a bit weird, and that's because of this. I mean, I can't get you really used to these. Now you've got two grub screws there, which you can use to kind of alter the aspect of it. And I tried that, but it didn't really make much difference to the intonation. And then I realised, of course, it's got one of these, one of those there, this brass nut, which has got two grub screws in it, and you can adjust the level of that, and you can angle it, and you can raise it and lower it, and by doing that it seemed to get it closer to, well, intonation. So bear that in mind. So yeah, it needed a little bit of love, and tenderness to get it to play nicely. But other than that, I was surprised by it, because you do get all those Les Paul rock sounds without it being a like your traditional Les Paul shape. You've got the Cutaway, and again, if you don't like the SG, I mean, I couldn't. It was too light. It was too kind of neck heavy. It was kept falling. But this one sits quite well. Although, again, I'm somebody who plays sitting down. It does occasionally want to slip off my lap. That's me. It's not the guitar's fault. It's my fault for not playing up. But if you want to put a strap on this and stand up, it's one of those kind of guitars. It's a rock and roller. And so yeah, you can get some very good distorted, you know, driven sounds out of it. Good for rhythm, good for lead as well. I'm not so sure about the clean sounds, you know. Again, that's just my preference. I'm more used to like the Strat sounds, but you can get a kind of a quacky sound in between with the in the middle pickup selection. You know, when you've got both of them playing off each other. So yeah, I think this is more of a rock and roller. This is something that you turn the volume up and you crank it and you rock out on, rather than it being a strummer. You know, some guitars are some. I don't think this is a strummer. I think this is more of a rocker. You know, you push it, And I do like the P90s again. Even when I'm playing in the clean position, I think it phrases very nicely when you're playing individual notes. But again, the chords, I don't know. Maybe it's just my ears. It's just something I've got to get used to. Tonally, you'll hear in the examples. You might like it. I just find it a little bit different to the Fender sound that I'm so obviously used to over these years. But again, I got this for a very, very good price. And that's the thing about the 2015s. They've got three advantages over other Gibsons. One, if you buy one second hand, it's not going to be a Gibson, because they don't copy these. So you know that. So I always worry about buying a second hand Gibson. It might be a fake. It's one of those things that worries me. Also, the prices of they don't go too crazy on second-hand prices. In fact, you can find some good bargains out there for these 2015 models, because they are kind of revived, and I don't get it. Because this comes to my third pro, is that they often have better specs, like better rosewood on the fretboards, the dot markings, the mother of pearl. On the Les Pauls, they were blocks of mother of pearl, very nice looking. And again, just better quality wood. That's what they were saying when these came out. But people just didn't like them. They were too far away. They weren't traditional enough. Especially with the G-Force Robo tuners. But again, we don't have that issue here. So if you're looking for a Les Paul and you don't want to spend loads and loads of money, this is a good second-hand option, I believe. And there's a part of me that kind of regrets selling the other one I had, the Les Paul one. Maybe I should have just let it aired out a bit more, but I didn't I don't know, I didn't feel it. But this one I'm enjoying playing. I do enjoy it. I think it's a good rhythm guitar. It's a good cruncher, as I like to say. My expressions. I like it's a good, it crunches well, and I like the soloing on it, though again it's a bit wider and the neck is a bit clubbier than I'm used to, because again, playing Fenders, and whatnot. So my hand gets a little bit achy because small hand and that. But no, I mean, I was surprised by it. I thought I wasn't going to like it. I bought it to clean it up and flip it. I might yet flip it, so in 2 years' time, don't ask me if I flipped it, because I might have done. I don't know yet. I might keep it. That's the problem. I'm kind of at this crossroads where it would be nice to have this on the rack for something different, but I've got to sell a couple of these to pay for it, and I've got to kind of weigh it up in my head which two are going. Maybe the Purple Peril can go, because this kind of does what the Purple Peril does. But it's that thing, isn't it? You want to keep them all. I want to keep them all, but you can't. You can't keep them all. So yeah, this has been a delightful diversion. I've quite enjoyed it. I like the simplicity of it. I think that's the thing. And it is a Gibson, and it does smell. It does smell nice. It smells nice. Yeah, it smells of something. It should be polished because I've polished it enough. I've got all my handprints over it now, and I do like it because it's got a little bit of a bird's eye figure in there in the wood. Again, does that catch it? Yeah, that does catch it. Well, it's like a little dimple, but it's like a little eye. And I do like guitars that have something a bit odd going on, and so I kind of dig that. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, keep an eye out. It's a good alternative to Les Pauls and SGs. It's the Les Paul double cutaway, which right, has been around since 1958. I've got some details in front of me here, you see. Yeah, and these have been plecked as well. These guitars were plecked when they came out. That gives them an extra, which was new back in like 2015, 2014. This was made in 2014, even though it's got a 2015 registration mark on it. They were plecked as well. So, hey, that's quality. In fact, yeah, maybe it is a keeper after all. So yeah, I find the 2015s are quite fascinating, and I've got my eye on another one because why not? But that's a different one, but it's a bit more expensive, so I've got to think. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Hopefully you've enjoyed the demo. Again, the demo is not about my playing, it's about trying to show you the sounds of the guitar and what it's like rather than being flash. It's I want you to hear the character of the. It's about the instrument and not about me. If you're new here and this is your first video you've seen, that's what that's all about. And it's for the love of the instrument. Again, I love getting different guitars in and trying them out and playing them. And it's it's something to do. It's something we all can enjoy, isn't it? And hopefully, if you're curious about this may answer some of your questions. If you've got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section, and I'll do my best to answer them. Can't always answer, but I'll do my best to help you out, because that's what we're here for. And yeah, that's it. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you haven't, I can't help that. There'll be a better one along in a minute, so stay around for that one if you've got auto play switched on. It might even be one of mine. Oh no. The punishment. Haven't I punished you enough? But anyway, thank you for watching. This, once again, is the Gibson Les Paul Special double cut, or double cutaway, in vintage Sunburst. Again, it's a beautiful bit of wood. I do like these kind of wooden finishes. It's like a bit of furniture, isn't it? It's a bit like a bit of furniture in vintage Sunburst. Now, I think vintage Sunburst is. I think it's more like barrel burst or something like that. It's more like a barrel, isn't it? And that's it. Thank you for watching this. So no more thing to say. That is, ta-ta.